Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash.
How you feeling, black man?
Man, I am cool. You know what I'm saying? The birthday weekend is over.
How I go?
Well, I didn't do anything.
He said, I ain't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
Did you get to chill, at least?
No.
Damn.
Because on my birthday, I had to cut 3 or 4 heads and cook for my broke partner.
Your broke roommate.
Yeah. No, so, but other than that.
Yeah, the sad reality of a man and his birthday. Boy, the older you get, the more responsibilities you get, the least you get to chill. And I'll be like,
Shit.
I hope that at least when kids come into the picture and marriage and all that stuff, I at least hope to get my birthday.
Yeah.
At least. That's all I ask. The rest of the 364 days, cool.
And no Father's Day, you don't get nothing but the damn...
and no socks and ties and no macaroni plates. I didn't already set that. That's my boundary. That is my boundary. If you come in here with any of those 3, we got a problem. No, because your mama ain't put no effort into this. Nope, take it back. I don't care how cute you think it is. That's not art.
It's not.
And it don't make me feel special at all.
Hell no.
But yeah. All right, what we got today? We gonna get into it.
Got some videos. Got some doozies.
That be the thing that be so crazy. Women are never trying to mimic the traits in men that are actually good. The things that will actually serve them. The things that will actually catapult them to a more promising future. No, they pick the most down, low, most toxic, most self-destructive, most stagnant, most filthy, mold infested things to mimic. And the other thing that's so crazy is it's like, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but y'all tell me how y'all feel. Anytime I have tried to mimic what men do, it backfired every time. It backfired. And it didn't backfire because the plan didn't work. It backfired because the things that I thought about myself after I did those things, baby. That's what I'm saying. Y'all playing such a dangerous game when you try to mimic men. Because the way a man's brain is set up and the way a woman's brain is set up is 2 totally different brains. A lot of what women do is heavily tied into how they will perceive themselves. A lot of what women do heavily impacts our self-respect, our self-worth, our dignity, our integrity, our pride. And women don't realize until after they do something how trying to play a man's game only hurts you in the end. That's why it just don't make sense to me. That's when I knew I really had to grow up, because I started realizing like, I really can't play the same games men play. Because I start feeling bad about myself after I do stuff. And men don't be having that same type of problem. So it probably would serve me if I just become a better woman and start making better decisions. And then I can just get what I want in the end. And I wouldn't have to jeopardize my well-being to do so.
Been trying to tell y'all big-headed asses for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do what you do, and you can't do what I do.
Yeah.
And like once again, this 50-50 shit keep coming back up. And it's like I think so many people are missing the context of it. Mm-hmm. And then they're not giving a proper context when they're speaking on it. Mm-hmm. And it's like I heard one chick the other day talking about how black men hate black women. No. Going on based off what she said, our brains are different. My brain has to compute things the way it does. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, perfect example, birthday. I can't not take care of my responsibilities to hang out to feel good about myself. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about being bored and having priorities.
Yeah, you can't abandon your post.
Yeah. Don't worry about the mule going blind. Just hold the line. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And what Shorty was saying in the video, we talked about this many of times. It's like, it's only when you hear the men do it,
Yeah.
Men do it. He did it.
Yeah, men fuck around. But when a man say, hey, sit back, let me take care of it, follow your passion or follow your dream, whatever the case may be, I'm going to fund it. Get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I pay the light bill. Oh, I pay the gas bill.
Yep.
It's nothing never positive. It's no positivity.
Yeah.
It's like, because when women look at men, they look at the worst parts of us. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Just like,
and them the ones they hold on to.
Yeah.
But
just like, I hate to say this, but the community, whatever they pronoun they're pursuing themselves as, they over exaggerate it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And be like, that what you think femininity is? Being loud and talking over, you know what I'm saying? Over exaggerating when you're talking. You think masculinity is, or you I'm a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think that's what it is? It's like social misappropriation.
Yeah. Yeah. And you see that with the cases of like when the Cardi B and the Stephon Diggs thing came up, everybody was, oh, well, he did it. I'm like, but it's not the same. It's never perceived the same. Y'all try to make it the same. And like, this men equal to women thing. I think that's where it kind of starts.
It's never gonna be. We're never gonna be equal. But it came from one of us searching for equality. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See,
following them damn white women.
DEI and equality. That's what's going on right now. Everybody fighting for I want equal. So the people up there in the office saying, okay, you want everything equal across the board, even though we know it's not equal. Mm-hmm. Even though certain things were put in because we had a jump start. But you're fighting for equality. Okay. I'm going to make everything equal.
Yep. Man, I'll never forgive y'all for following them white women. I'll never forgive y'all.
Yeah.
I will. Oh my God. Cause even when I look back at like the history of like us as in black people, we like even our paths are different from their paths. Like we didn't try to like.
Yeah. I mean, because we were brought here to be servants, right? And what you just said, following the white women, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? They didn't let them even vote till 100 years later. Almost, you know what I mean? They didn't even get the same rights off bat.
Yep.
So, but she's right though. It's oftentimes we just, you know what I'm saying? It's like we try to emulate the most negative parts of each other.
Yeah, I agree. And I just be like, I get it in a sense of like, oh, I guess it's kind of like I want to show you how you are towards me kind of mentality.
Or how I perceive you to be towards me, or my interpretation of what I think you are.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Just like you meet women, I'm a boss.
Yeah,
I'm a boss. I take care of the bill. I take care of this. Now, but when they meet a man like that, they be like, well, you too.
They don't like it.
Why are you operating in that manner? It's a math question. It's a given. You know what I mean?
Who hurt you? You don't love your mom?
It's always you don't love your mama.
Yeah, and I think that I'm trying to think of like when I really noticed that started and them taking on the toxic traits of man, when I really paid attention. Because I would say even when I was in college, it might have been going on. It wasn't as prevalent as it is today, for sure. So back in like, I'm giving you like 2008 to like 2012, it wasn't as prevalent of like, oh, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna get my get back. You mess with somebody, I'm gonna get with somebody. I'm gonna make the score even.
I'm had sex with 2 of your friends. Be like, so you think that hurt me or made you look bad.
Yeah, like it's never been a bragging thing. Like I'd be like, you can't go into a conversation and be like, yeah, I fuck this homeboys. And people gonna be like, nobody's gonna praise you for that. Nobody's gonna uplift you.
This new generation be like, yeah, girl, that what he get.
And they all looking stupid. And they all looking stupid.
Just like I was looking at the young lady, Anthony Edwards, the last baby mama that she got. He got a little baby. Boy, I seen her. That nigga stand a chance.
You know.
White.
And she older, right?
Yeah, they she almost 40.
He was applying pressure.
Yeah. Dirty Diana took that.
But then, like, that's another thing that we seeing more prevalently, the older women and the younger men. And they gonna be like, well, men do it.
Well, and I tell women all the time, the reason why men can do it, because men are funding the relationship. Now, if you're an older woman dating a younger guy, you're funding the relationship. Because what you're doing, what you're saying now is like, see, he... It's hard to even describe this. Because in hindsight, you'd be like, wait a minute. You did what? But yeah.
Don't nothing make sense, bro. You be like...
It don't make sense. Like, yeah.
You be like, y'all are knowingly doing it. And then my thing is like, so let's say a man does it and, you know, older man gets with a younger girl and then an older woman gets with a younger man. It's never a brag. The only thing that most of these women have to brag about is the fact that they got somebody with money. But outside of that, you getting somebody with not as much maturity.
But they're not meeting young men with money though.
Yeah. I'm just talking about just the ones like the Dreas and the
man. But this like it's that 1%.
Yeah. That's it. Like, and less than that, it's less than 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is a crazy. It's a crazy world we living in, because I'm like watching society like slip more and more from every aspect of life.
Like instead of the positive, nothing's positive.
Yeah.
And they be like, yeah, cause there's war between men and women, cause the men hate women. No, we don't hate women, and we're not trying to shame you or bash you. It's kind of like, you know, they always talk about providing. We're trying to provide context and nuances how to protect you properly. A lot of times from yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's like, hey, I'm just trying to give you the idea that, hey, it's like telling a kid that everybody ain't going to NBA. You got a better chance of becoming a brain surgeon. They become LeBron James.
Put them skills elsewhere. Like,
yeah, it's like this. Yeah, you got a better chance of building with a guy in the 80%.
But it's that man, hope. It's that hope thing, that faith of like.
I tell people all the time, church, to me, I think church destroyed women because it didn't give them no accountability. It told them that, hey, whatever you do, God got you. Whether you do something good or you do something bad, whether it's right or wrong, God got you. And like they didn't teach them about consequences. It's like churches stopped talking about hell. They just kept talking about heaven, abundance and heaven on earth.
Yeah,
they just stopped talking about hell. And I ain't talking about somebody who has a past and they're trying to do right. We just talking about somebody who just steady doing wrong. And ain't got no means of trying to be right. Yeah. So it's kind of like, so if God blesses you for doing right, and you telling us that God bless you when you do something wrong, why would you do something right?
Yep. That forgiveness, quote unquote.
And then whenever they do something wrong, it's always a victim mentality. My mama left me, my dad left me. All the men I talked to before you was messed up, so I'm used to messed up men. So I'm gonna mess you around, but I expect for you to leave because that's what I'm used to. But when you stay, it's because you stronger than me. Like it's
it's a bunch of hoopla out here. That's all I can call it. It's just a bunch of hoopla, man.
Yeah.
All right, we got another one for y'all.
You don't necessarily have to be intelligent or necessarily have to be cooperative. Men would just put up with you because you're beautiful and something to look at. You've been sheltered from having to do the work until you're looking for a husband. And when a husband that's a good husband, he gonna make sure you a good wife. Y'all don't generally never have to do the work, never have to ask the hard questions to yourself, never have to take self-inventory. You could just hop from here to there, because any man will take you when you're in your prime, no matter, regardless of what. They'll take you for a while, 3 years, 4 years here, 2 years here. But men, we can't avoid reality. We have to do the work. We have to get our shit together. We have to become intelligent. We have to become fit. We have to become financially stable. We have to become emotionally intelligent. Y'all get sheltered from all that by y'all beauty. But as you get older, you use that beauty and you lose that youth. Now you're faced with reality and you have to ask yourself the hard questions and the tough questions and do the hard work. You don't necessarily have to be intelligent or...
And that's a
gateway to what we're talking about.
Yep.
Like, you ain't, all you gotta do, like dating, all you gotta do is be available. And the more attractive you are to whatever realm you are, whether you're this small or this big, this tall or this little, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? It's space for you. Because some guys like dark skin, thick. Some guys like light skin, slim. Some guys like light skin, thick. Some guys like short, whatever. It's a lane for everybody. And like Kevin Samuels would say, stuff like that get you to tickets to the dance. It gets you to the dance. It don't get you a dance. So it make your visibility larger. Know what I'm saying?
Today's episode of I Hate It Here, because it's just always the truth of, like, I've seen that in a lot of my female friends too. Just what he's saying, you know, just because of their beauty, they just get to jump around, and they
get it.
They don't necessarily get to, you know, take accountability for actions, whatever. It's just like a shit. Next one, just on to the next. So you don't necessarily face none of them hard questions. Whereas, like, men,
Well, our wealth come from what we can do. See, you're born with beauty. Know what I'm saying? We become men of substance, or men of essence by what we become. And that's based on what we can do, the skill set we can provide.
Yep.
We ain't just walking around.
Yeah, it just don't happen like that.
It's not designed to be that way.
Yeah. But that's why we also be preaching on here about, like, men getting your stuff together and like being on your square, being on your purpose, and like continuing on your path, because that's just where that, like he said, that's where our value comes from. It's more of a built thing. It's not so already there.
So when a woman builds her body, she thinks it's equated to you building your success. They try to equate it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the equality.
Yeah. It's like, since I done built myself to look like this, and you done built yourself to be this man's substance, you should be with me, because we
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's even crazy, like, even when you say in college, like, we all both in the same auditorium at the same place, but I cannot be good enough for this person.
Well, hell, you can be 40 years old and you can be. I saw a guy the other day. He said, somebody asked him why he don't have no kids. He said, 'cause I'm not married. And it was like, well, you ain't got to. Yes, you. That's why it was designed. It was designed to have a husband and a wife to have a child.
They say that's a red flag if you ain't never been married or you ain't got kids.
Yeah,
35 or older.
Yeah, so you ain't never met no woman that you want to be with. Well, K. Michelle said the other day on one of her little shows, she said she like a man to fish. And she was like, I like a man who grill, because them men take their time. And I saw the women applauding. Yeah, girl, you right. I like, y'all really don't like guys take their time.
It's on their time.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
You trying to speed them up.
Yeah.
You want him to do what you want him to do, but he got to want to do it. If that makes sense. Yeah,
I see that a lot. I mean, shit, hell, every relationship I damn near I didn't had. It's always a time clock of like, what we doing?
Yeah,
Why we ain't here? Why we ain't? But I be like, is that like? I guess men and women have a different perception of time though too. Like, and I think it comes from the fact that we have to build ourselves over time, and theirs is more of an instant kind of thing.
It's 18.
So
That's the only way you can be 18 years old, and because you got beauty. You 18 and you can meet a guy who will take care of you for the rest. My mom told me this when I was 17 years old. She said, your sister can turn 18 and meet somebody and never have to work again. Never have to work again in her life. Never have to go to work. Never have to do nothing. Somebody take care of her. That don't happen for men.
yeah,
It was supposed to.
yeah,
And if you're a man looking for that, that's what I'm saying. About the good attributes of a man, the bad attributes of a man. It's like you ain't supposed to. You ain't supposed to look for somebody trying to take care of you.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell women, look for a man who works but takes his time making decisions. Then that call get men sometimes. Well, he's not applying pressure. He's not aggressive. He don't know what he wants. It's like now I need to read through the whole contract before I sign anything. I ain't just so hungry that I want to get my mom out of the hood. I'm just gonna sign my life away. But it's hard to tell a guy that when he's hungry.
yeah,
And I'm just talking about emotionally hungry, even in relationships. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Like that, and I was talking to my homeboy. I was like I keep using the thing about going to bed alone at night. You know what I'm saying? When you okay with that shit, they look at you like, well, how can you live without me? Kind of go back to something we talked about episode 50 or something. Well, I'm not. It's not the fact I can live without you.
yeah. But it's a concept that like they don't understand.
Yeah.
It's so funny that like understanding a woman is so like you gotta damn near like unwire your brain then rewire to understand them, because it's also like when you don't bother them, then it's like why he ain't bothering me,
But the
what's
thing
wrong
is,
with me.
The thing is, we do understand them. But the problem, a lot of us are in bad situations because we listen to women. Because a lot of them don't even know what they want.
Yeah,
So they want something that don't exist, and you're trying to make yourself be something.
yeah,
You trying to be the
you
picture
trying to
of
live
health.
up to something. Yeah
Yeah.
Boy, I swear to God, if this podcast had existed when I was younger, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you know how much just
Yeah.
I just be thinking about all of the shit I used to try to do, or the nigga I tried to become to like show somebody like my worth. And
Yeah. And the thing was, and you was working, doing your thing. You in school, you graduating, you got a career. 20 years ago, those things were applauded. Like we was in the shop talking, and they was talking about why the kids are so messed up. And I said, my generation did it. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you why. So my mom and them were born in the 60s. So they went to high school in the 70s. So when they went to high school, even though they had the war on drugs, heroin epidemic, people come back from Vietnam. So stuff been happening since the beginning of time. I'm using all those contexts. So they had that shit. They had know what I'm saying, the welfare reform, you know what I'm saying, King and all the folk had just died, the case may be. So they spent the 70s like family based. In the 80s when I was born, it was like the crack epidemic. So the kids who were born in the 60s were grown-ups in the 80s. They were just taught to go to work. The kids who were born in the 70s, who became high schools and grown up in the early 80s, those are different world kids. And those people from different world, living single, that age group of kids, you know what I'm saying? So they was learning that, oh man, black people thriving in business and this, and we lost the ideal of family. So me, kids were born in the 80s, who was like teenagers in the 90s, by the time we get off the porch, it's party. Everything's a party. Like in the 70s, you had like parties and kickbacks. In the 80s, you had a couple parties, but you had cocaine. There was a couple groups. They partied a little bit. Rap came out. In the 90s, what I'm saying? Everybody was kind of conscious. Partied a little bit. But in the 2000, that's when everything was a party.
Everything.
Like, when I'm growing up, it's the Jeezy, the T.I., the Gucci.
Big Meech.
It's a party. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all get an age, y'all not really thinking about work ethic. That's why they said this group of millennials now are the most educated, but they don't have shit. Like they the most educated, but they have the worst work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Yep. They doing studies. They saying that shit, and that's because the nuclear family kind of was messed up. And it's like, then that goes to the point we're trying to make that women want to do what men want to do, and cause folks. Niggas party, I'm gonna party too. These niggas drinking like this, I'm gonna drink too. So my generation of kids taught y'all that.
Y'all passed down the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think it's also, and then I also know that like a lot of us are like educated, like, most degrees, whatever, super educated, but didn't really amount to nothing.
Yeah, because a lot of y'all got degrees and shit that didn't make no fucking sense. Like I remember business management was the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And media.
I think we was that generation taught to start to chase your dreams and like.
Yeah, but like I said,
your passion.
But the thing is, that came from the '90s, from a different world. Blah blah. All these, because it's just.
Yeah.
But more and more, you lost the ideal of nuclear family. You know what I'm saying? And like when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, remember they had songs like Brenda Got a Baby.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like 11, 12 years old. That song come out like Brenda Got a Baby, or Brenda Billy Got a Brain. You know what I'm saying? And the music mimicked the times. Hey man, they got AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Teen pregnancy. We trying to kill all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's glorified.
That's where I'm getting at.
Now it's glorified. It's like if you live long enough, you like the shit. Like,
yeah, because they realize they make more money. Glorify the negativity. Like we talking about the women, they get more trying to be us, but they ain't really the best part of us.
Yeah, I can't never understand why like. Okay, a problem that I have with my generation is we have access to more information than your generation had access to, right? We seen all of these negative things. However, we still went and recreated them. And then even the generations under us, they have even more information at their fingertips. But what's the algorithm that's being pushed to them is the negative stuff.
Just like we talk about the show. Like, me and Lonnie talk about the show a lot. We be like, hey, our show we're steady. We got decent views, and we like the ones we talk about with the interracial dating. That shit like 2,000, 3,000 views. But the thing about trying to better men and not bashing women, you had 200.
Nothing.
And it's like, wow. We be like, man, do people really want to hear you talk about being better? That's why Lonnie encouraged me, and I encourage him as well. Like this, you always got to push. You always got to be. Somebody got to tell you how to be better, and not condemn you for not being for what you did, but what you're gonna do now, like where you're going.
It just never makes sense to me how like if you talk about anything positive, even any forward progression of anything, like it's almost like you got to add salacious stuff to it for people to. Listen, but even then, they only gonna hold on to the negative stuff and then forget all of the bad stuff. So,
just like people like, well, y'all talk about women so negatively. I said we don't really. We're not here trying to expose women. We just.
Well, y'all do that on your own.
We just holding the mirror up.
Yeah,
it's a mirror. This is what you said. This. I didn't say this.
Yeah, we ain't make nobody.
You actually said this.
Yep.
But you're mad at me for what you said. And that's why I'm talking about the 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Relationships 100-100. You go in and bring your best, I bring my best. If that's the kids who grew up in the 70s, when the fathers left the home or whatever the case may be, the fathers who were still there was teaching that. Like, we both was hard working parents. The kids in the 80s, when people who had family dads in their houses, hard working parents. But the thing is, it's kind of like, man, I don't want to work hard. You know what I'm saying? I want to either rob, steal, kill for it, lie for it.
Scam.
You know what I'm saying? Scam for it, fuck for it. You know what I'm saying? I want to do everything else for it, but actually put some work in, use some brain power, and how to work like the world we live in now is the biggest world of individuals ever. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the black community, we're all just
But
like this. We don't like to share resources. We don't like to talk to each other. We don't want to. Hey, we don't like to say, hey man, you fuck me up with you. Do this. I get up. You gonna bring your. We don't do none of that.
nothing. But for the life of me, I can't understand getting into a relationship and not wanting to be your best self or wanting to give your all to the relationship.
Yeah.
For the life of me, it just don't even like.
You gonna bring something. I'm gonna bring something. We gonna really put some stuff together. We gonna progress. Where you weak at, I'm strong at. If I'm strong here, and just like if I'm with a woman and she's really, really good with finances, I ain't got no problem come home, putting my money in the account, and I know we straight.
Y'all hoes ain't shit. I gotta say that so the algorithm so we can get because he's talking real shit that we should do. I know this ain't gonna go nowhere. It ain't gonna no views, nothing because it's positive talk.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, if this brother is good at raising kids better than you, why are you tripping? Because you working 40, 45 hours and he working 40. You know what I'm saying? You're working 45. He actually allowing you because he's better suited at this, not because he don't want to work. It's like, okay, I got the wherewithal and the time, and I'm smart enough with my time to not to pick Juju up at 2. I know how to manage this.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you gotta be around. Sometimes you gotta let the person who's gonna be the best manager for the project. And being married and being in a relationship is a project.
Oh, it's a group project for sure.
Yeah, it's a group project. Like I was watching this guy named Marcus. He a comedian, and
Marcus Wiley, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching a little every part of his special that's been dropping on TikTok.
Yeah, boy. I watched it. Yeah, I watched it, man. Marcus D. Wiley. Man, he was talking about that marriage that better for worse. Man, I watched it, man. That nigga said the same shit I've been saying, but he made it so profound. Like forsake all others, meaning shit, the job, some don't nothing come between y'all two and the building the process and like we don't understand about togetherness.
Yeah.
It was a group in the 70s called LTD. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just like we might as well be speaking Chinese.
Yeah,
we talk about working together, building together. And he was even saying in that special like how most people they forsaken the standard vows they used to be told and making up their own vows. So it's like,
yeah, cause the world changed, but ain't nothing changed. Everything for the betterment of what we're trying to do. Like if we're trying to build something, like it's beautiful when you have a mate, whether a man or a woman, or if you're a woman who like, it's amazing. I see all these boss bitches and I got $1 million conglomerate and corporations and why you don't get one of these barber niggas who working his ass off and you put a
like old girl said, y'all don't never emulate the good traits. Yeah. Y'all don't never pick a brother up and put him on.
But see, here's the thing though. But as a brother, you can't expect that. But going back to what we talked about Tabitha not too long ago, and Ms. Pat and a couple of I know a lot of women who've done it. And but their story about that is not as big. And I was talking to some friends, right? And I said, you ever notice? And with us, we applaud baby mamas and women getting divorced and Marcus Houston getting divorced from his wife and all that. We celebrate that shit.
We always celebrate the negative shit.
Like, why are we celebrating him not having a wife or that kid?
A broken home.
Oh, because if it wasn't meant good for her, like I'm at a point now. I'm so tired of that fucking mental health shit. Like all this shit be a cop out.
Every time.
Well, cause he died at 56 because his mental health wasn't right. No, his home life wasn't right. He died of a heart attack because he worked 60 hours a week for 40, 30 years, 20 years. Mm-hmm. And then he came home, he ate fucking pork chops.
Yep. His mental health wasn't prioritized. His health wasn't prioritized. None of it.
Yeah.
Bruh, it be that goddamn ever since this therapy shit, I used to be, oh yeah, let go ahead. But y'all nigga be going to therapy and still be coming out the same goddamn person.
Yeah. You been doing therapy 5 years. You ain't learned that from the folks over.
Dog, all y'all doing is getting y'all behavior validated.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then cause you're going there not really telling the truth. You don't really tell the truth when you go in there.
You always telling your side. Bruh. And this is the part where I just like literally like what something gotta give. Mm-hmm. Like we gonna just keep the cycle going. We gonna keep having the same the 50-50 conversation has been going on at least before we even started the podcast.
Yeah.
It's still keep getting brought up.
So many people talking about, oh, Kevin, that's not what Kevin was talking about. What Kevin was saying that, hey, if this guy is the 1% of guy that all the people want, his options are bigger because only 1% want him. Mm-hmm. Now you got to think about what he wants, and everybody feel like.
And then he tried to give the host the blueprint of how.
Yeah, hey, I watched tonight's conversation, right? And they was talking about should women with kids be disqualified? And Sarah was on there, and I tell people all the time, not necessarily be disqualified
from dating. They saying,
yeah,
okay,
from dating certain guys. Mm-hmm. It's just if you got something that I ain't got, you know what I'm saying, mm-hmm. And I want to kind of build my own legacy, and I'm able to, and I know. It's a lot of women who don't have that. Okay, 30% don't, right? Mm-hmm. If almost 48% men don't and 30% women don't, mm-hmm. It's gonna be some niggas who gonna have to go get a woman with her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the ones who ain't got no kids. People with kids, we excluded from this conversation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to go get, you know what I'm saying? He may have to go dab in the baby mama pool. Mm-hmm. Then you got to find the best ones out of them. Who raise their kids properly. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. The kids going to school. Kids
have respect.
All of the above. You know what I mean? So what ends up happening, I was watching it, and the girl was like, well, a lot of men, because your preference is going to block your blessing because, well, hypothetically, you having a child, we ain't talking about some divorced. We ain't talking about widow. We talking about some having a child with a dude that you was not married to. Mm-hmm. We talking about that group right there. Mm-hmm. That right there. That right there was out of order.
Yep.
Yeah, I know divorced people may did something wrong, and that's a sin too. But we're talking about this out of order. We're talking about this right here.
This big pool. This is a big pool.
Yes. We're talking about this. Mm-hmm. And we got to stop trying to make all of them be the same thing. They're not. It's not all the same thing. Everything's not all the same. Going back to men can't be men, and men can't be women, and women can't be men. Mm-hmm. Men understand that, but women don't understand that. Mm-hmm. Because they've been told at church that we're all the same. Mm-hmm. No, we're not. Some stuff gonna disqualify you. When you're going for a job interview, if you ain't got a master's degree and they want a master's degree person with experience, that's gonna disqualify you. It doesn't mean that you're less than. You're just disqualified from this job. Don't mean you will never ever get a job. You just ain't gonna get this job.
Yep. Or you should go and get your master's degree so then you qualify for said job.
Or by then, the criteria keep changing for different things. Mm-hmm. Men understand that. we know we don't qualify for. I know if I'm in the mall and I see Drea, I know Drea is not gonna look at the flash. She may glance over here, and that's just because she's glancing by. She's not gonna walk up and say, "Hey, Flash." It's not gonna happen. I mean, I'm not saying the Flash is looking for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using an example. We know that.
Yep.
See, but the difference is if Joe Blow play for Chicago Bulls, being his girl inbox, you already know what he's trying to do. But in the likelihood of him doing that is way high than London. Because he played for Chicago Bulls.
Yep. And we also be knowing like the costs. Like more men be like, nah, I can't afford her.
Yeah.
Or that's too much of a headache. It's too much maintenance. It's too much. But then the girls be mad when they see these dudes who like get girls that, let's say, don't look as good, like a 6. But then it'd be like, well, we got a girl with personality, somebody that care about it, somebody that.
I told somebody the other day, I said, men will go down in looks and up in corporation. Because you may think you're a 10, but everything else is a negative.
But that's the only high attribute on it.
Yeah,
it's like having a player that's just good on offense, defense terrible as hell.
No, but it is like having a player who's just tall.
Yep.
Like we talking about some Anthony Edwards baby mama.
Yep.
There was ain't no 23-year-old nigga in the world gonna tell her no.
Yeah.
I don't care if she had 2, 3, 4, or 5. Ain't no, and get what though. And she know that, and we know that. So that's why I was going back to, I was giving him grace. Yeah. This is something I said, well, because his skill set, no, he's still 23. Now, it ain't gonna happen. Because if that was the case, Atlanta would have 10 strip clubs.
But we ain't never saying nothing. And that is the negative stuff that they do. And I'm like, girl, now look at you. Look at you. Look at the position you in now. You in a worse position if you would have just.
But the crazy thing is, though, she getting more pub. She's getting paid for the bad behavior.
Yeah.
So once again, going back to the
Get
Christ,
your bag, sis.
Going back to the Christ thing. Why would I do good and serve the Lord and be good and shout getting paid, doing whatever? And somebody gonna say, well, that ain't really bad what she doing. It's like I'm not judging her sin count. But you giving kids who are impressionable the wrong idea, and that's what we did to y'all.
Yep.
Like we made 1,000. Like Biggie and Jay-Z. Jay-Z made a whole career about selling drugs. He said a whole bunch of articulate words and shit. You know what I'm saying? And with a suit on with Beyonce, but all the songs are about selling drugs.
Yep. Moving weight.
Yeah.
Pushing powder.
You know what I'm saying? Like Ja Rule told 50 Cent, said, nigga, all you do is put crack out in the detriment of the community. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. That's it, bro.
Everything all Tyler Perry stuff make is about the community and battered women. And everything 50 make is about drug dealing, robbing, stealing, and killing.
Bruh.
You ever notice that?
It's all the bad. It's all the bad shit.
This is true.
It's all the bad shit, bro. That's what I said. This a few episodes. I was like, it feel like we in a society where it does not pay to be a good person. This shit never. Everybody be like, oh, well, you gotta worry about karma. Man,
What the hell she at?
I ain't seen that nigga pull up yet. I have not seen karma pull up yet.
Because everybody who do something bad to me, they be like this, well, they feel it in they sleep. In they sleep, I feel it when I'm awake.
I'll be like, bruh, are y'all serious?
You see that yet, bro? I'm telling you, it's wild. It's wild. I mean, honestly, it's wild.
Even outside of the black community, I'd be like, where do white folks karma at then? If it exists. I ain't seen it yet. I seen more of them niggas prosper than anybody. To this day.
To this day.
To this day, bro. Like, I ain't like, yeah, be like, oh, nigga done made all his money. Nigga family legacy still celebrity.
Hey, and know what though? And that's why when people are doing the BS out here, that's why they keep doing the BS. And that's why our kids can't, you know what I'm saying? Yep. That's why I've noticed in this last 2 weeks, about 7-8 rappers that went to jail for killing somebody. And everybody, the one little young dude got 80 years.
Take K or something. Yeah,
I don't know who the people is, but
I mean, it's beneath me at this point. I don't know. That's just a different generation. But yeah,
but just think about it, because once again, consequences for your actions. And here's the difference between Shawty said that what men do and what women can do. Our consequences are dire.
Yeah, it'll cost us our life.
It'll cost us everything,
bruh. So I hope y'all young men out there listening, I hope y'all at least got some kind of positive guidance. I know it's a lot of negative that look good. It look flashy. It look real cool. Everything that glitters ain't gold. I promise y'all. And it's the hard thing to do.
Yep.
That's why it's the thing to do, because it's hard. Like, literally. So I just pray that, like,
hey man, it's hard to push forward, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And every day, every video you send me, everyone, I'm like, some more out of order. And just keep getting more out of order. I ain't never seen no, even when Felicia Rashad was on the Breakfast Club talking about some men don't want that.
Hey, and then they was like, oh, cause she been married 3 times.
Oh, I'll be damned if I listen to Claire Huss. You be like, who y'all gonna listen to then?
Bow, 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 bow.
See where that get y'all. Cause she's got booty hole brown. Y'all.
Cause I'm fucking with this ops nigga. My
Jesus.
cousin killed his brother. And I think I love him.
Jesus Christ.
I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Hey, and another thing before we go, man. I was talking to E yesterday, right? Because I kept seeing these videos of these guys breaking into people's houses with the guns and shit. The Navy SEALs and them niggas hiring. These niggas want to actually sit around here and y'all.
But these young niggas the most non-fearful. We need y'all we need y'all elsewhere doing something good.
I want to see how they would measure up in Iraq or some shit like that. Where these niggas really got to do this shit for real.
The really bombs really go off.
Bombs over bad dad.
But
I want to know what they. I be wanting to know what.
My thing,
because I be seeing them. They be holding the shit all in the house and shit. I be like, but these niggas.
Y'all know it's something positive y'all can do with them skills. The black community actually could use y'all to defend some shit. Like, we're hiring. We need y'all.
But we walk around here scared of them. That's the crazy shit in the world, man. It's crazy.
Golly, bro. Oh, my God.
When the folks march through your neighborhood, I mean, really their neighborhood. When they march through their neighborhood, but you want to come kick my door in and steal my damn car I work for.
Yep. We ain't never saying nothing, no. Niggas could use y'all elsewhere.
It's like, no, we got classes of how to line dance, but when cooking with Kaya was trying to tell y'all how to cook a meal, y'all got mad at that little girl. To my way.
Death threats and everything.
Now y'all for fans. Louis Vuitton, know y'all so goddamn retarded. They sell fans for $4,000. Hey, then them terror folks told y'all all them persons y'all be buying be fake. Try to say it be fake.
And don't even be worth it.
Oh, try to say all y'all stupid.
boy. We going
Oh shit. Oh my god.
decline of America, boy.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Oh my god. Try to say all you folks stupid.
Got him.
Got
you.
Try to say shit. We said nigga face shit. Wait.
Y'all. And what y'all gonna do about that? All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, join the conversation.
Hey, and then, but them folk also mad at goddamn donor ass because them terrorists gonna goddamn fuck with their hair.
Oh yeah, they stopped the mail. This morning they announced China stopping all mail packages from coming to China and going out. So like all them supplies, I was over it. They cut that. They cut that. They cut that. That natural beauty movement though.
Oh my god.
Natural beauty movement about to come back.
All the girl locking up.
But just bring back natural beauty, please. That's all I like about. Maybe we can. I'll take a win is a win. I'll take it. Maybe y'all ain't gonna act right, but if we get some natural beauty, I'll take it.
Cause
I'll take it.
all them chemicals ain't gonna mess their head up. Cause they gonna really be.
They could be thinking straight.
Hey, they really gonna realize they. I mean, what if China took filters?
Y'all can't get niggas no more. Catfishing gonna be on an all-time low. It's gonna be all-time low. You gotta show up as you. You
gotta be your real authentic self.
Somebody going screaming in the mental institute right now. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's been another episode. Like, comment, subscribe.
Please do.
Join the conversation.
Come on.
We appreciate y'all. The few of y'all that do view and, get these talks, we appreciate y'all. I understand.
Hey, shake a hand, tell a friend.
Please. That's all we ask. We invite you to come. Hey, man. Until next time, I'm Comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash, and we out.
Peace.